legend himself, Sugar Ray Leonard. Always fit and trim, 175 centimeters tall with a reach of 179.
Todd, this is well anticipated. I'm so looking forward to this tear-up. These two are really up for it. You know what?
Sugar Ray Robinson. Many consider him to be the greatest fighter in the history of this sport. Inducted into the International Hall of Fame in 1990, he fights out of Harlem, New York. Sugar Ray Leonard, he of course...
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing.
So much hype surrounding... You can't imagine how bad these fighters want to get their hands on each other. He misses with that jab. That jab won't score. One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
It's so hot, it's so heated. There's a roof on here. You don't understand. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on, you're thirsty, you're sweating, and you're getting on the wrong side of a beating. This can be hellfire on here.
Nice counter shot. They both want a highlight reel knockout. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
There's a counter shot. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. The perfect counter lands. That jab misses. They exchange punches. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close. Here we go for round 2. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Nice counter shot. This fighter is all about finesse, using a lot of angles and lateral movement.
If you want to corner an outside fire, make them fight off the rope, because they don't want to do that. They don't want to stand still. They want to move left to right. Pin them down. Throw a blanket on them.
No rest for the weary. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Let's get it started in round 3. After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
And that jab just missed with the left hand. Good counter punching. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The jab doesn't quite connect. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. They missed with the jab. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
And he scores with the counter. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round.
Starting to make mistakes and switching.
And there's the bell to start round 4. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That jab doesn't score. He just misses with that jab. You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Catch and shoot. Gotta let your hands down. Can't score with that jab. That counter punch caught him. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. And time for the 5th round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
time they throw a shot, they get countered. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? How about that time counter shot? That counter shot lands. Nope, that jab not going to score. Both men step back for just a moment. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. The game. This is the beginning of round 6. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Nice counter. He threw a punch and just got countered. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you're not thinking. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket them.
Insane action. Good counter punch. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
You'd like to see more. Did you see that? Sugar Ray Leonard days. Leonard took a big shot and down he goes.
Oh, what? What a shot! What? Oh, my goodness!
2, 3, 4. Give me your ball.
They're back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
Somebody can...
Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
You're being put down.
Come on. You've let him back into the fight.
Round 7, here we go. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Throws the jab but does not score. Beautiful counter punch. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Punch, counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Oh, Leonard just got rocked.
Beautiful, sneaky shot to take his legs away from him.
How is this fight still continuing?
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
A perfect counter shot. Do you believe this? Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
Dominance with...
Round 8, and we're off again. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Those counter punches have to hurt. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Well done with that counter shot. Jab does not score. They're both trying for a knockout. Beautiful counter shot. Nice counter punch. How about that time counter shot? Good counter punch. What a tough way to lose it by split decision.
It could have gone either way, and it's hard, you know, you're going to have people arguing, the fans for one and the fans for the other, say our fighter won. Split decision was fair. Down to the T, down to the wire. These guys...
Who thought he was a boyfriend or whatever.